Hello everyone, Oregon Moto John here. I'm excited to try out the Moto Tote dual Moto Tote, I guess. So, you have to check on the website what your hitch capacity is with this 4Runner right at capacity, maybe a tad below, but right there. With like F-150 or something, you'd have a little more, weight that you could work with on the tongue hitch weight. So I've got a CRF 300, but then if I had another full-size bike, I'd be out of weight for this, but I have a Yamaha TT R125, so it's on the light side. But yeah, I've never loaded two bikes on here before, and they loaded up just fine. I like the strong tie downs for the front. It clears the vehicle. They give enough space between the two bikes so that they're not going to hit each other. So I like that. Even if I had a bigger bike, it would clear even better because the handlebars would be higher in the front. And so, yeah, it's going to work great. So there you have it, the dual Moto Tote. I did a review on the single Moto Tote, and this double one I got for when I needed to get my daughter and I are going out rather than pull full cargo trailer up in the mountains. This is a lot simpler, obviously, so I hadn't used it before, so here you have it. And stay tuned. I have a review of the CRF 300 coming. Anyway, hope this is useful for anybody that's contemplating the double Moto Tote. The big thing there would be go to the Moto Tote site, and you have a calculator there. You can put in your vehicle, and you want to make sure that you're within spec for your hitch. So that's the big thing. All right, hope you're all having a great day, and I'll gonna haul these up to the mountains, ride a little, and then I'll do a little post-tow Moto Tote review as well, in case there's something I didn't catch with loading. So just like I did on my last review, you can see I can still see out my back window just fine with the Moto Tote in place as I'm driving down this side road, so that's pretty nice. If you look out the side mirror, you can see the Moto Tote, the motorcycles are out of the way on that side mirror, and they're also out of the way in that side mirror. So looking good. And then again, you can see the rear view mirror a little bit there. So yeah, I like it. I'm really pleased with how this is working so far. Can't even tell those bikes are back there. I didn't put the lights on this Moto Tote yet. The rear lights that plug in, but I have the kit. I'll be installing those. That just makes it a little easier in case for people to see the blinkers and brake lights behind you. Safety is important with this kind of stuff. So anyway, I've used my other single Moto Tote a bunch of times, and I love it for hauling one bike. So I was kind of curious how it was going to work for two. So I'll keep you posted. So a good point I was talking to my daughter about as we're driving along here is this is kind of a narrow road, what it looks like. This is about a lane and a half. I mean, 2 lanes if you get almost door to door to go up to where we ride, and it's paved. There'll be a little gravel here. And if I have a cargo trailer, if I meet someone, it's pretty rough. You got to pull over and almost get your cargo trailer in the ditch. You can do it. They have turnouts now and then, but it's not easy. So the Moto Tote's nice because you don't have a cargo trailer. So that's kind of a perk. It's a plus when you're coming up in remote areas like this. So just a little footnote. So a little post-ride update. But the double carrier worked great. It worked as expected. It worked with various size bikes. I could have put a bigger bike on the back if the weight capacity of my hitch would have allowed for that. I put the heavier bike closer to the hitch so there'd be less leverage. So that's just something to think about if you're loading one heavy or one lighter bike. But no, it worked as expected. I highly recommend it. And I'm not sponsored by Moto Tote. I had to buy this stuff myself. So yeah, well made. Doesn't flex around. Doesn't wobble around the hitch. Highly, I'd say the Moto Tote double carrier is all positive. You just have to watch when you're loading the first bike. You know, you have to get around the stuff that's in the way there and just kind of plan accordingly, and it works fine.